What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I am on my way back from the gym. Got the Patreon exclusive meetup tonight where we're doing part 3 where we're building a brick and mortar, talking about budget. So for those of you that are a part of the Patreon, make sure you're there tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And got my coaching sessions. So a lot of people been tapping in. Make sure you book a coaching session. Go to my website, AntonDaniels.com. Send me an email from there. And then hit a like and subscribe to Fight Club. Link is in the description to be able to tap into Fight Club. It's a new channel that we got popping off where we have civil discourse, debate, so on and so forth. But aside from all of that, you know, I'm so tired, sick and tired of you broke and dusties trying to equate being a Christian with being broke. Why do y'all do that? I have no clue. No clue. For the life of me, I cannot understand where you've equated being broke and dusty with being a Christian. Now, me, personally, I believe in capitalism. Is it a perfect system? Absolutely not. So for those of you that are in the dark, the opposite of capitalism is socialism. And the idea behind socialism is basically everybody gets a free handout, if you just really want to sum it up. The idea behind capitalism is that private enterprises, you, me, whoever it is that starts a company that fills a need with goods and services or whatever it is that people need, get paid for it, and it's not controlled by the government. That's all capitalism really is. It's competing, and whoever has the best product and the best service wins. And whoever can market the best. That's really what it comes down to. And some of us are rewarded more than others for our hard work and our dedication, stand down long enough to actually reap the rewards. But for some reason, people always equate the devil with money. Now, contrary to popular belief, for those of you that don't really know what the real quote is not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. And for those of you that's been rocking with me for any period of time, and it's been rocking with the Millionaire Morning Show, know what a bag chaser is. A bag chaser is not a person that places money over everything. As a matter of fact, I always say I only rock with people based off of the content of their character and not any other way in which we divide ourselves against each other. Not men versus women, not black versus white, not any of that. It's all 100% based off of whether or not you are a good person. I don't care what you are. I don't care what your sexual orientation is, any of that. Do I agree with every single lifestyle that people live? Absolutely not. But it has no bearing on whether or not I'm going to treat you good as a person. Okay? But let's just break this down, right? I want to really, really deep dive into this because being a Christian and loving God has nothing to do with being broke. As a matter of fact, I would argue the opposite. I would argue that God never meant for his people to be broke. There is countless stories in the Bible where some of God's favorite people were some of the richest people in the Bible. Maybe y'all should even read the story about the talents. Right? I would argue the complete opposite. I would argue, as a matter of fact, that God wants you to be highly favored, blessed, to have the fruits of your labor being reflected in your lifestyle, and that you can have it all. You can have your cake and eat it too. You can have all of the good things that come along with being successful if you do it the right way. The problem is that for the longest, and the people that we herald in our society, we always herald the people that do it the wrong way. You heralded the drug dealers because they came back and they brought turkeys back to the hood. You celebrated the rappers, even though they highlighted how they glorified killing and stealing and willing and dealing. You even celebrated the PPP loan people. But then when I come along, right, and several others, it's not just me, but I'm only going to speak on my own personal situation. When I come along and I say, yeah, it's cool to drive a Mercedes S-Class. It's dope to buy several Rolexes, to take your wife and your daughter that you are still married to for 18 years, got married young, stayed, raised in a church, continue to contribute and bless other people and all of this other type of stuff, did it the right way, always worked a corporate job, paid my taxes, made sure I take care of people, give back to the community, all of this other type of stuff. But I'm supposed to shut up when it comes to success in order to appease people that don't even rock with me or care about what it is that I'm talking about. Now, make it make sense for me, Freaky Jason. Make it make sense how I'm not supposed to participate in what society deems to be good as far as you work hard, you keep your head down, you make sure you take care of business, you stay down for the first 10 years of the time that you become an adult, and then you can start really rocking and celebrating and living life and pouring into people at the same time, because two things can be true at the same time. But I'm supposed to shut up in order to make other people feel good because they having this thing, or they had this thing in their mind of what they think a Christian is, even if the majority of them don't even participate in the faith, right? That would be like me going over and telling Muslims how it is that they're supposed to be Muslims, and I have no clue about what it really means to be a Muslim, nor do I have a vested interest or participated in faith myself. Make it make sense for me. Why do we have to cower and participate and play along with whatever narrative that you guys want to spew in order to make you feel good when you're not going to go over and be a Christian anyway? You don't care nothing about it. It's not going to make you convert over to the faith. Listen, you don't want to hear it from a poor man, and you certainly don't want to hear it from me, a rich man. Some of you, a lot of you do, because shout out to my bag chasers. It really means to become the best version of yourself, understanding that everything else come along with it. Successful marriages, making sure that you're taking care of business, all of the money and the resources, surrounding yourself with really good people that increase your net worth, because your net worth is your net worth. It really means all of that, but y'all want to ignore all of that. And the only thing you care about, hey, look, I put on an Apple Watch for you today. I don't even have on a hoodie. Make sure that I change my glasses just so I can dress now. No, you know I don't care nothing about what you think. The reason that I did it is because I was going to the gym, right? Look, I got my gym shoes, my Nikes on. Look, Anton, maybe you can't even try to be fit either. Listen. Let me encourage all of my people that really, really embrace the faith. Look, I'm going to the bank right now. That really, really embrace the faith, right? That don't subject themselves to the narrative that you are supposed to be broke and dusty just because you love Jesus and you believe in God. No, they don't want you to do that. They don't want you to have tons and tons of money. I'm getting rid of the money because it was Mother's Day yesterday, and I had to make sure that I went over and take care of my mom and my mom's mom. So I just grabbed a bunch of money and I said, hey, here, let's make it Christmas every day for my ladies. Took my daughter shopping, took my wife shopping. No, Anton, you're supposed to be quiet because wealth whispers. It doesn't. It's just that you haven't been in the room with people that got enough money to be able to see that wealth and people that have money are not a monolith. There's people that had money for a long time that's very loud and they wear bust-down watches and they not even black. White men, as a matter of fact, white men and white women, they wear bust-down watches too. Yo, they're all shapes and colors, sizes, ideas, and political theories and everything like that. But for some reason, you can't accept it because you don't have it and you're too lazy to really be able to embrace living in this capitalistic society. And that's why you believe in socialism, because feed the poor and you just so happen to be one of them. Nah, we not doing that, Freaky Jason. We not. We gonna continue to run up the numbers and love Jesus at the same time and help out our fellow man and community. As a matter of fact, the next person that try to criticize you and say, yo, why you so loud? Y'all gotta excuse the wind. Why you so loud, huh? Why you so loud? Why you gotta drive in that Benz with them AMG wheels and you gotta have the red guts with the lining in the inside, with all of the interior, with the headrest and all of that? Know what I want you to tell him? Because God loved me. He do. He loved me. And he would love you more if you stop being a bad representation of what a Christian look like, because you look broke and dusty. Facts. All right? So stop subjecting yourself to this dumb narrative that we supposed to be broke and dusty, or we supposed to shut up just because we won in life and we got something. Say something to me. Say something to me. I dare you. I dare you, M-Bucks. That's the Mercedes-Benz UX. Look, listen, you wouldn't know because Anton is supposed to be quiet, and there's been people that email me sometimes and say, Anton, I know I never rocked with you before until you start talking about money. I know that I leveled up as a result of your advice, but listen, now I want you to be quiet because Christians that ain't never really did anything for anybody is saying that you're not the reflection of what a Christian is supposed to look like. As a matter of fact, I would argue the opposite. I am exactly what a Christian is supposed to be like. Loud, boisterous, and highlighting how much I love my Jesus. I'm just messing with you. Never mind me. Never mind me. I'm 40 and balling, and I'm going to meet up with my Patreon members in Vegas March 14th. For the Patreon exclusive meetup. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Again, make sure y'all subscribe to Fight Club for civil discourse. And if you want to debate with me on Fight Club, because that's what we do over there, we can set it up. Link is in the description. Again, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. And link to all of my social medias down there also. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of the above. I love you. I love you enough at least to tell you the truth. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.